Good morning. So here we will continue this one. What is this? Monolithic arch, monolithic concrete arch. So what is happening here? What is happening here? So if there is a construction of arch which is to be made up of concrete, which has to be made up of concrete, then first what you are doing, you are constructing the formwork. Okay. So formwork, and you are putting what? Everything, centering, shuttering, everything you are going to put. Inside this you are going to cast, you are going to put the concrete here. Okay. So after attaining the sufficient strength, you are going to remove the things, you are going to remove the things. So this will be forming what? Monolithic. Mono means a single. After removing, this portion is merged with this one only, means what? Every structure, every part will be same, means what? No discontinuity in the appearance. So everything is same here. Okay. So monolithic construction. So these are constructed from cast in situ. Cast in situ means what? In site construction, in the site itself. What was the previous one? Precast. Precast means what? Before construction, before going to the site, you are going to prepare or manufacture these blocks in factory. So preparing in the beginning, before in the site, that is why we call it as a pre-construction or pre-casting. But cast in situ means what? You are not preparing anything in the factory, directly going to the site, there you are casting. That means cast in situ. Cast in situ. Okay. So here what they are doing? They are casting in site only, cast in situ with the plain or RCC. Means what? You can use the steel also, or you can use the concrete without steel also. So depending upon the span and loading, depending upon the span and loading. Okay. So these are used for span up to 3 meter. A larger span arch can be used here. And formwork is necessary. Here the formwork is used and removed when the concrete has gained the strength. Concrete has gained the strength. Here, what is the key difference? Thickness is 15 centimeter. Okay. And here the span may be 3 meters. 3 meters. There is one important what is that note here? What is that? For precast concrete block, casting of block is costly. Okay. For the first type of concrete, no, precast. Okay. For that, casting is costly. But when the arch itself is very large, when the arch itself is very large, this precasting will be economical. The precasting will be economical. Just to understand, for bigger arch, for big arches, the precast units will be easy and economical. For smaller arch, the monolithic construction will be cheaper. Can say, for small arch, monolithic construction are cheaper. For big arch, precast block construction is cheaper. Like that you can say. Economical means less costly. That's all. Here we are seeing the last part, construction of the arch. Construction of the arch. Just try to read this thing. Construction of the arch is carried in 3 steps. What are those steps? Installation of centering, or you can call it as formwork, laying or casting of actual arch, striking or removal of centering. Striking or removal of centering. See this diagram first. Okay, what is this diagram? This is the centering or tangering. Okay. First, what they are doing? Installation of centering or formwork. This is the total piece. This is the total piece of centering. Centering is what? Have you anyone seen in the site? Okay, before casting the slab or before doing the column, before concreting the beam, first centering shuttering is done. Okay, the structure or the mold that is used to give the correct shape, size, that's called as a formwork, to hold the concrete in its place until it's get sufficient strength. Okay, so here the timber centering or formwork is used. Here you can see this is all, this is not arch, this is the formwork for the arch. Formwork for the arch. What they are doing? It consists of post or prop, wedges, and it has got turning piece. So can you see the turning piece is made by wood? Is made by wood. So the bottom of the turning piece is horizontal. The upper portion of the turning is curved portion. And this curved portion is exactly matching with the intrados of the arch which is coming above. So if you are casting a arch, for that intrados, the same turning piece is manufactured first. So the turning piece manufactured turning piece formwork, what is there, its outer or the top surface is made exactly as intrados of the arch which is coming. That's all. Okay, first this is fixed on the ground and centering formwork, everything is done. Concrete is poured. Okay, concrete is poured. Later on, after attaining sufficient strength, this will be taken out. Okay, only the concrete arch is there in the site. Okay, so that is what explained here. First is what? Installation of centering. Installation of centering or formwork. So centering is what? It is a temporary work required to support the arch during the construction. So it is a temporary work which is supporting. It is supporting, no? This portion. This is supporting, no? This is supporting what? The arch which is going to come. The arch which is going to come at the top. So this is called as a formwork. Okay. What is written? Centering's upper surface corresponds with the intrados of arch. What I just explained now. Centerings. So suppose this is a centering. Okay. Suppose this is a centering piece. It has got supports here. Its upper surface. This is its upper surface, which is corresponds to intrados of arch. So there will be arch which is coming on the top. So there is an arch coming on the top. So it has got two curves, no? One is intrados, another is extrados. So intrados shape and this centering piece shape is same. Okay, that is what it is written here. Centering may be made by what? You can use no mud masonry, timber, steel, wood, anything it can be used. Centering work. Okay. In the mud masonry centering, after the curing of the arch, centering is dismantled. Means what? It is taken out. In the timber centering, thick wooden plank. This one timber centering, thick wooden plank with horizontal bottom. Upper surface is matched with the intrados. Just now we have seen horizontal, but upper is matched with the intrados of the arch which is going to come. So this is called as a turning piece. This is called as a turning piece. Where I have shown, yes, here. This is called as turning piece. Okay. So what is this? This is supported on vertical timber post. This is supported on vertical timber post with wooden wedges to tighten or loosen the things. So don't get confused here. So if I enlarge this one, here you can see. So this turning piece is supported on vertical members. Vertical members are called as post or prop. Height can be adjusted using these wedges. That's all. Okay. This is supported on vertical timber post and called as props with the wooden wedge and tighten or loosen the center. Okay. So we'll begin with this one. What is this? Lintel. Next unit, what is this? Lintel. So if it is in a curved portion which supports the opening or which is there above the opening, but it is in a curve shape, it is called as arch. But if this is the same thing is in horizontal place, below which there is an opening like a door, like a window, okay, below which there is an opening, above there is a wall. above there is a wall. So this horizontal member is called as lintel. So in your house only you can see, no, above the door there is one horizontal member, maybe made up of stone, maybe made up of RCC, maybe made up of brick, anything. So all those things are called as lintel. Generally comes above the opening, below which there is an opening. Above that lintel there will be masonry. Okay. So here in this one you can see, no, there is a window. Window is what? It is a opening. It is a opening. So the piece which is coming at the top of that opening, which supports the top wall, which supports the wall. So this is called as lintel. This is called as lintel. I repeat one thing. And this opening may be sometimes door also, no. So I will show it in the next slide. So this is called as lintel. So this is called as lintel. So here lintel, can you, if I just enlarge, I will just explain one more term here. Here also you can see, no, lintel. Here also you can see the lintels which is there at the top of the window. Here also this is another lintel, this is another lintel. In some cases this lintel is continuous, no. In some cases in normal, in our RCC construction, generally we provide a continuous lintel over this height, over this height. So here also you can see the lintel. Okay, here also you can see the lintel. This portion I will just mark this, which is there embedded inside the wall. Here also, no, from this point, this is opening portion is ended here. This additional portion which is embedded inside the wall, inside this wall, is called as bearing. It is called as bearing of the lintel. I repeat, the portion which is embedded inside the wall, it is called as bearing. It's called as bearing. This distance is called as bearing distance. Okay. So the load of this wall is the transferred through this bearings, transferred through this bearings. This is called as a depth. This is called as a depth. Okay. This is called as a span or the length of the lintel. Okay, that is also possible here. So again I repeat, lintel is a member, horizontal member, which is situated above the opening. Opening may be passage, corridor, door, window, etc., etc. And lintel will support the wall or masonry on the top, because there is a opening or the gap, okay, which is acting as a passage. Okay, so it will transfer the load to the sides using bearings. I hope it is now clear. Now in some cases, in this building it is made up of stone. In some cases this may be using brick also. In some cases it may be wood also. In some cases this may be RCC also. In some cases it is steel also. So depending upon the material, depending upon the workmanship, again we have so many types here. Okay, I hope it is clear now. Okay, now we will go to the text portion. What is that? Okay, here this is the arch. Okay, no, this is one pointed arch or Gothic arch which we have seen here. So here you can see, sorry, steel lintels. Can you easily see steel lintels? The members are used are steel. Can see, no, steel lintels. So this portion which is there inside the wall, bearing. Okay, how the construction is done? Can you see steel lintels? I'm just telling you the diagrams. Okay, theory portion I'm explaining right now. Okay, here is also one more window. Okay, so our what is this? So it is a horizontal member. This definition we have seen, horizontal member, which is placed above the opening. Yes, we have seen. So it is a kind of a beam. Beam is a horizontal member. Its width is equal to the width of wall. Means what? If its width is equal to the width of wall, means what? This diagram. Okay. cross section where, yes, exactly this diagram I wanted here. Can you see, this is the width of wall and this is the width of lintel. So what they are telling, width of the beam, or sorry, width of the lintel, this width of the lintel is equal to width of wall. So that classification they are telling. I repeat, this is the width of wall, this distance is the width of lintel, both should be same. That is the condition they have given. Okay. So here they have written like this. So its width is equal to the width of wall, and the ends of lintel are built into the wall ends. What I have shown now, bearings. So that is ends. Ends are built inside the wall, built inside the wall. So here only you can see the ends are built inside the wall. The ends of a lintel are built inside the wall. Okay. So we have explained the term bearing, no? So bearing should be minimum, maybe 10 centimeter, maybe height of the lintel, maybe 1/10 or 1/12 of the span. In any, it should not be less than any of these. Okay. So at least you should provide 10 centimeter. So just now I have told. Okay. So I will again explain in the diagram itself, that it will be clear. So just enlarge. Okay. Now this is the span. Do you agree? Span. So what they are telling, at least 1/12 this bearing should be at least 1/12 of this span. It should be provided like this. Height, at least it should be equal to height, h equal to b. At least bearing should be equal to its height. Means what? This and this should be same. At least means for stronger masonry work. Or it should be at least 10 centimeter, or at least it should be 10 centimeter. Any of the three criteria should be met. Should be met. Okay. Now there is a just a small comparison between arch and lintel. Okay. So here lintels are simple, that you understand, because it is a horizontal member and they are easy to construct. Horizontal, simple, easy to construct. But for arches, you require special centering and special formwork. In the just now we have seen, no, that turning piece we have seen, no, this is what, normal or special? This is a special. But for lintel, almost you require horizontal. Okay. So lintels are simple to construct, easy to construct, but for arches are difficult to construct because we need centering and formwork which are special, Okay. Now arches are used where loads are heavy, where span is more, where strong abutments are there, special architectural requirement is there. Okay. So in those cases you can go for arches. Okay. Compared to lintel, arches are beautiful, no? When you see this, which is this diagram and this diagram, where is that, this one, which is good? Obviously this is no, because for architectural purpose it is very pleasant to watch. Okay, very pleasant to watch. Apart from that, these will carry more load than lintel. That is one more thing. These arches will carry more load than lintel, and they can be used for larger span, and they can also use for heavier loads. Okay. And obviously there is a better architectural appearance. So in those cases we can use. Apart from that, wherever abutments are strong, you can go for obviously arches. Okay. That is the point here. Now depending upon the classification, depending upon the materials, so classification of then. So just now we have seen, no, timber, stone, brick, steel, RCC. So we have classification. These are what? Materials used in the construction. Materials used in the construction. So what is the function? So just we will see it in the next video.